Hello everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Uniquely Tay. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to do a Easter rainbow DIY faux slice of cake. I've been seeing the rainbow cakes in like Walmart, the individual slices that you can buy at a Walmart in their bakery area, and I've also seen a few like on the internet, and I said I want to try that. So today I'm going to be recreating that, but I'm going to give it an Easter theme to it. So to all of you that's new here, I am Tay of Uniquely Tay. I do DIYs, home decor videos, shopping videos, tablescapes, and much more. If you like videos like these, you're in the right place to be. So just stay tuned and enjoy this quick and easy DIY. All right, everyone, we're about to hop straight into this DIY. I'm going to show you the items that you are going to need. I've already mixed up a lot of things for the time and recording purposes. Okay, this is what your sliced cake is going to look like. That's the size. This is your bag. And don't that look so good, so real. And I did 6 layers. Just like a 6-layer chocolate cake. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. Exactly how to do it. Okay, what you're going to need, you are going to need sponges. These sponges here came from Dollar General. My rainbow theme cake, I call it rainbow theme cake because that's the my actual inspiration for this particular faux DIY. You will need these light color sponges, pink, orange, and you're gonna need purple. So I'm gonna show you how to develop your layers. See, I've already cut layers. I did this off camera. How you develop your layers. So pretty much you'll need just your pencil. And you're gonna need, what I did, I just took, like if you don't have a template like I have, pretty much what I did, I took my pencil and I just sketched out like how the angle of and you probably not gonna be able to see it. I'm gonna try to make it as dark as I can, but I pretty much did it in a way so you can see for yourself how I actually did it. So I'm trying to make it as dark as I can. So pretty much what I did, I went on my sponge and I did a slant right down the side. Just a slant right down the side. Right down the side. That's exactly what I did. So I took my scissors and I cut it. My scissors. And I cut right down like this. That's how I did it without a template, like without something to go on. See? And that will be your start of your layers. Then after that, you just do it over and over. Once you start one template, you just keep doing it over and over again. You don't have to, per se, keep sketching it out. See, you just make sure it's even. See how it's even? Okay. And then you just cut it. And you'll do that until you get all the layers you need. You could do a 6-layer cake if you like. If you don't want to do a 6-layer cake, you don't have to. This is a smaller piece that I just did. This one has orange and pink. Orange and pink. Yep. And that's a smaller slice, a thinner slice. All right. Now, we're going to move on. I'm going to set this to the side. And we are going to move on with doing the layers. What you would need. I've already pre-sliced all of these. I'm doing a 6-layer Easter theme rainbow cake. And I'm using Easter colors instead of the actual colors of the rainbow, because my inspiration was the rainbow cake that you can get, like the pre-sliced rainbow cakes from like Walmart and different stores. So you will need your spackle. This spackle came from the lightweight spackle. Came from Dollar Tree. I already have some mixed up. In this cup, it is your lightweight spackle is mixed in this cup. There is also your white paint. This white paint is the Crafter's Closet from Dollar General. I normally use my apple barrel, but I use that because that's all that I had. And also, you're going to need your matte. You slide this to the side. You're going to also need your matte Mod Podge. This is the Deco Podge from Dollar General. And here is the actual brand Mod Podge that you would need. All right, so you're going to mix all three of these. Well, not really three. You'll mix two because this is just a different brand of Mod Podge. So you're going to mix your Mod Podge and your white acrylic paint in this container with your spackle. I've already done that. So I'm going to show you how you build your layers. You're going to also need one of these. I think these like a skewer. If you don't have a skewer, you can use a butter knife, a pencil if you need to, or you can use a chopstick. Whatever, you just need some type of small skinny stick to help you clean up your lines. So first we're going to start with my purple layer right here. You're going to take your spackle and you are going to just lay the spackle. You don't need a whole lot of spackle. You just need the spackle to be right here at the edge, because this is your icing. You do not have to put icing all the way across the whole entire triangle. You don't need it all the way across. We're just putting it to aid as our icing in between the layers. So as you can see, I'm not putting the whole entire, let's see. I'm not putting the whole entire spackle amongst the whole triangle itself. So, all right, we're gonna do a little bit more. That's all we're doing. We're putting it right on the edge, right here. That's all we're doing. Okay, now, until this dries for 24 hours, you need a hose so you'll be able to pick it up and move it around. So you're going to take your hot glue and you're just going to add a little bit of hot glue around here. Just a little bit. Enough to just put everything together. All right, that's what it looked like. Hot glue and your icing. Then you would take another piece just like this. And you will lay it right here, making sure it's even. That's my only thing. You got to make sure it's even. And you just hold. You just hold. Now, as you can see, it's not all the way filled with icing. It's not all the way filled. So we're going to take the icing with the stick. This is where the actual skewer or the chopstick comes in handy. Whatever you're going to use that has a small point to it. And you're just going to fill in the areas that needs a little bit more icing. That's all you're going to do. All right. I'm going to have to turn it towards me, everybody, because I need to be able to see what I'm working with. Okay. Now, this is what you're going to do. Slide this to the side. All right. See, the icing is not as precise. So we're going to take napkin and we're going to rub off the stick itself. Then we're going to take the stick and we're going to go along the middle part to straighten up this icing line. So we straighten it up now. I pray that everybody's having a great day on today. I am having a great day in the Lord. I thank God for blessing us today and for just allowing us to see another day. I thank God for just being good, y'all. Just being so good and allowing me to be able to create and share more ideas with all of you. I'm so grateful. So, let me know how your weather is. Y'all know I love checking out the weather, knowing what everybody's weather is, what's going on in their area. Tell me how your weather is. Right now, where I am, it is very, very warm. Today could have been like in the high 70s, mid 70s. Felt really good. Only thing you need was just a light jacket. If you're hot nature, you didn't even need a light jacket. Just short sleeves. All right. You see how I cleaned it up? It's not perfect. Because when you get actual cakes, it's not perfect. But it's a straighter, clean line than what it was from the beginning. So you'll just keep building. That's the whole concept. You're just going to build and build and build. You're going to keep building your pieces. So we're going to add this other piece. You're going to do the same process. Put your spackle to the edge. Show you another piece so y'all can see me doing it. Spackle to the edge, just like that. And you know the hot glue is going to act as our bonding agent until the actual spackling itself is dry, which is our icing. We're using our spackle as our icing. So, it's a repeat step. Then you're going to just add some more of your hot glue. Let me refill my hot glue. Add some more of your hot glue. Okay, a couple strips. All right, there we go. You see the hot glue? Now we're going to add I'm going to tell you to make sure it's even. All right. Even, and I'm going to hold. Hold. All right, I'm holding. All right, so we're going to end up with the same concept. You see how it's just a little bit messy. Got to even our lines. So we're going to go through and even the lines. You'll take your chopstick, your skewer, and we're going to fill in the places that needs to be filled in. Like there's not enough ice in here that's sticking out. So we are going to fill that in. All right, and then we're going to even it up. Go all the way down with your stick, all the way down. All right. If you have a lot left over, do not get rid of that. You save all of your leftovers. I save everything. So I'm putting that right back in the container because I could use that for my next part. Then we just going to go back in and do the same thing. See? Layer upon layer. That's all we're going to do. And then we'll move on to the next. One more layer. Gonna do one more layer with y'all. And then I'm gonna ice the back. Like I always say, make sure you look out for my community tab, my community posts. I normally do one a few days, at least a day or two after my actual video, so you can see what everything looks like when it's dried, all dried and finished. I always give everyone a preview before But I love for you all to see how I style it and what I put with it and where I'm going to place it and how it looks once it's dry. So keep the community post checked for finished product pictures. Finished product. I'm still going to show you everything how it looks after I get done. But this will be like once everything dry for the 24-hour period. I normally let my DIY sit for at least a day or two before I like, excuse me, put it anywhere, like anywhere in particular. So same thing, repeat step. You're going to add your hot glue. Yep, this is going to help bond everything so you can pick it up and move it around and do your layers until the, is dry. The spackle is dry. And like I told you earlier, you just make sure it's even. Push it in real good. Make sure it's even. Right now it's pretty even. Let me make sure. All right. So I'm not going to do this completely all the way through because I want to show you all how to ice it. It's going to be like a little small piece. Like I didn't cut a big piece of cake. I'm not going to make 2 big slices. So this is going to be like one of those small pieces that your grandma cut you when you may be one of those ones that don't eat cake like that. That's what type of piece this is going to be. So you're going to take your skewer or chopstick and you're going to fill in the areas. Like right here, it's a little area that needs to be filled because it needs a little bit more icing. Okay. Let's see, I need a little bit more less than that. All right, a little bit more right here. All right, so I'm about to start cleaning everything up. You might tell you the repeat thing to do. You take your chopstick and go along the lines. Only thing you're doing is just trying to clean your lines up, make it look a whole lot neater than what it did. That's the whole object. Let's see, dig in there. All right, y'all. So I did these quick little layers right here. This is purple layer, orange layer, pink layer, purple layer. That's the one I'm doing for my little piece of cake, little small piece. All right. See how I cleaned up my lines? Looks pretty good. Everyone knows I like to make things look kind of imperfect so it can look more real. Looks more real when everything is not exact. So that's pretty straight to me. Then we're going to clean up our back. I won't clean up this back part right here because this is where our icing is going to go, because the cake is going to sit just like that. So what I'm going to do is, for extra support until everything dries, I am going to take my hot glue and I'm going to run down the sides with my hot glue. Right here, just back here, I'm going to run right down these sides. A little bit of hot glue. Just to reassure that everything's going to be completely bonded. We'll bond it. All right, let that dry for a second. That looks real good. Just look around and make sure like your cake is sitting even. So far, my cake looks pretty good. It's sitting pretty even. If anything is not flat enough to your liking, you can cut. It cuts very easy. It's sponge, you can cut. Like, have a little spot that's a little not as even as I would like it. So I'm going to just cut this little piece just like that. Yeah, so it can be to my liking. You know how you want your cakes to be. You know how you want them to fit. So I'm looking at my cake. It looks pretty good to me. So see if I can bring down this piece a little bit. Okay, it looks good to me. All right, so we're gonna ice this side. The hot glue is already dry. So we're gonna take the rest of this spackle. I mixed it up real good. And we're just gonna add it. We're gonna add it just like real icing. Here we go. We adding it real softly, gently and smoothly. Okay. Now, when you get back in this area, and if things still not like spreading the way you want it to, pull out your chopstick or your skewer to help with the application of this. Because sometimes, I'm just going to be honest, the the knife don't get it as smooth. It doesn't. It don't get it as smooth using a knife. So, let's see. See? Got it kind of thick though. Don't want it too thick now. Not going to add any more to that. I'm just going to smooth out what I already have. Just going to smooth out what we already have. Turn it all around so I can get a good look at what I'm doing. So I'm going to look. All right, that's the icing on the back. I'm going to go through and I'm going to check the size. Okay, put that back over here. I'm going to check my other side. Make sure nothing is hanging off. Okay, this looks pretty good so far. I'm just taking out the little excess. All right, I'm gonna sit that down like that. See, that's the cake. That's the back. That's our cake. Looks good. That's the half piece. It's the half piece. This is the 6 layer. This is for smaller piece. You might tell this is the small piece that your grandma give you if you if you're the type that don't eat a lot of cake. And then this is 6 layer piece, the adult piece. 6 layers. Right there. Look at that. It looks so real and it looks so good. I know that my orange part of my cake is coming off as a yellow, but really it's orange. Stay tuned, everybody, for those community posts of my dried and final product of my faux DIY slice cake. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Uniquely Tay. Always remember to create, explore, and enjoy. And please share my videos, like, comment, and subscribe. Please do that for me, everyone. And I love you so much. And always remember again to create, explore, and enjoy. And I'll catch you all in my next video.